Welcome to Everglades National Park, Kirby Storter Visitor Center, here on the northwest side of Everglades National Park, right on Route 41, Tamiami Trail, still in Collier County, just east of Naples. We just left Everglades City with this beautiful walking trail, elevated deck trail at Kirby Storter Visitor Center, where it's more of a stopover. I recommend you check it out. And we are surrounded by cypress trees, beautiful lily pads and fresh water and lush landscape, a lot of natural predators too. So I'm going to take over the camera and show you guys this beautiful walking trail for a while. It's about a mile one way, very casual walking. That was the end right behind me. You saw the family behind me, very nice people, just took their picture. Hence my hat. We're here during the holidays, just after Christmas 2020 when you watch this. As always, wherever you watch this, like it, share, and subscribe to that channel, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube or other social media. And we're here just catching up on the Everglades that we don't normally see, which is the northwest corner. I live in the Florida Keys, which is right outside the southern side of the Everglades, mostly Florida Bay. And this is the more deeper soul of the Everglades. And beautiful back here is typical cypress forest, with these cypress knees at the bottom of the trails and tons of big lily pads. Well-maintained trail, in great shape. Unsure when this trail was built. My first time on it. I've driven by this area before. I stopped in other visitor centers one Christmas a few years ago on the way to Naples to a friend's house. And this one here, a cool guy volunteer named Joe in the Everglades National Park Visitor Center Golf Course Station in Everglades City, where we just were. Highly recommend checking out Everglades City, in the Ted Smallwood's store on Chocolisi Key in that area, down Route 29 off 41, also in Collier County. Now, these are the northwest side of the Everglades. Everglades is huge, the only Everglades in the world. Stands for the river of grass. Giving you a quick look in at a lush cypress forest. We are actually in the national park, but we could be in Big Cypress National Preserve, which is part of the park system, which is adjacent to Everglades. I'll check my map in a second. Morning.
Hello.
It's a weekend, so people are out and about. Park is open. The park centers here only close on Christmas Day. And thankfully for that, we have some great advice. Check out this view. Great place to get out and be away from people. We already walked up this way. We started at the end and looked back and showing you a few different landscapes. Look out this view. This view is fantastic. The noise in the background you hear is Tamiami Trail, major highway built. And we just saw like 1832 or something. No, 1920s. Look at that.
No mask?
Morning.
Morning. No mask?
This is a very woodsy part. First part is more of a field. Amazing views of the cypress trees. Just typical, I would say, cypress forest. Very wet for winter time. Usually it's a little bit drier. And the trees store water. The ground stores water. This part's more of a hammock. Trying to get ahead of the kids that are behind me. There's a little to do about a Florida panther. It's a great to do if you're in this area. A lot closer to Naples than Miami, but if you do Miami and come across a Tamiami Trail, stands for Tamiami Trail. Built again in the 1920s, 1928 is finished. It cost like $8 million so they had to build it over this, lack of foundation area. So this part opens up a little bit. You get more of the traditional hammock Everglades. So there's water everywhere around us, and the breadth and depth of the water varies depending on the area and growth. So here it's less open, but water's still there. And parts of the year it could be dried. It's the nature of the Everglades. And we did pass through a Big Cypress Preserve. We'll check out a map in a minute and update the video with the map. So when you watch it, it'll be there. We are here Christmas weekend 2020 on the way back from visiting my dad in Naples and spending some time here in the Everglades National Park and Big Cypress National Preserve. Protected lands, wonderful areas to hang out. I'm going to make at least this overlook and show you now it's more open field. And even though it's, either cypress forest or grass or trees, it's still the same Everglades type area. Big Cypress Preserve probably has more traditional forests of cypress trees, more so than the Everglades. Everglades is more of open fields and grass. And you could have had this crowd and end the video. And here's a note about the construction of Tamiami Trail. First is the Indians.
It's a real subtle beauty out here. It's like no other place, really.
You can see there's still plenty of water this time of year. On to the next stop.